Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Knight of Squires and this is Warhammer Total War 2. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough as Marcus Wolfhart, the Huntsmaster of the Empire and the Huntsmaster's Expedition. Yesterday showed us survive an attack from the Drowned, which is a faction of the Vampire Coast. We survived that, and we're going to repay them in kind while they're over here not doing a whole heap. We're going to attempt to take the High Sentinel and the Monument of the Moon and Pahau. That will give us this entire province and put us bordering our erstwhile allies, the New World colonies. So hopefully that's going to allow us to hold a decent relation with them and maybe, if we're lucky, use that as a foothold to push further south. So with that being said, we're going to continue on from there. This is the end of the turn from the last episode, so we're going to end the turn and then we're going to carry on from there. So I'm just going to pause it while we do so that you don't have to watch the screen go by constantly. So in the pause time, the Drowned have moved into the High Sentinel with a small force. We should be able to take that. I don't know if we can move that far. We can. Everybody's basically recovered. We should be able to win that fight. I'm just going to chuck both of these heroes back in here. And that should give us, at that point, a pretty sizable force with which we can take that out. So we're going to go and do that in a second. Also, did we get any events pop up? Yep, the poor guy we used as a caddy for our reinforcements got brought in and he's now ready for duty again after we kicked him out. So we're going to take this and we're going to move over there and attempt to basically push the vampires out of this city. With a force like this, the balance of power bar like that, I don't think I'm even going to bother. We're just going to auto-resolve that. Decisive victory. We didn't lose any individual units. A couple of ranks up. These Empire Knights are now rank 6. It's all good. We gained quite a lot of money. We gained some ranks for Marcus Wolfhart, which is always nice. And we will occupy this
Take these hovels
and push them out of that. So Van Hal finds a lead. Hertwig returns to you in good spirits and renewed focus, explaining that he now has a solid lead in his search. The vampire he seeks is one of the infamous Pirate King's close henchmen, who actively haunts the waters of the Vampire Coast to raise more potential recruits for into his master's zombie crews. To find him, some raiding may be necessary.
My lord, these lands grow ever more hostile toward you. Tread carefully, or risk the wrath of the lizard men.
So, enemy leadership and enemy weapon strength have increased, public order is decreased, but we've gained the trait Focused, or Hertwig has gained the trait Focused, which gives his success chances a little bump. And we've killed Thomas Sea Urchin, who is... God only knows who he is. Yep, he's somebody. We don't really overly care for him. We gained a bailiff, and we have occupied the High Sentinel, but the hostility has increased. Everybody has leveled up, so we'll just quickly do that. I think Focused Shot needs a cooldown reduction because it is very long. It is a very long cooldown. So that's gonna be next because I could do with the extra ammunition. I've had a couple of battles now where he's run out of ammo, so we're gonna scooch that down. Hertwig can gain Gutter Fighter to increase his melee attack again because 43 does not feel like a particularly high melee skill to me, at least. So I'm gonna increase that. Arrow of Kurnos, good penetration, effective at long range, Perfect. You can have that. Let's get some actual abilities in here so that these heroes are not just trash. Let's actually use them for something. These guys are going to be recovering. That's what we'd like. We can't use any of these yet. So we're going to be getting some Imperial supplies in 10 turns. No, sorry, 19 turns. Because our hostility has increased up to extremely hostile at this point. But our acclaim has also increased to 14. So when we get to Imperial Guardians, we get some advanced Imperial supplies and we get +2 rank for all of our supply units, which coupled with that, it's going to be +4, coupled with the technology that we're researching, which gives us an additional +2. Everybody's going to come in at rank 6. It's going to make us, let's make all of those units really, really potent when they arrive. So, I don't think there's any buildings need upgrading or anything like that. Nope, everything seems relatively stable. I think next we're going to jump over to the Monument of the Moon. We're going to try and... would that be... yeah, that gives us attrition. So that's going to be a little more difficult to take given how far away it is. But we will work through that as we get there. We might scooch over to there and then assault from the sea. Might actually be a better plan. To come out, take this wreck, and then swim round or sail round and hit them from the other side. So I think that's going to be what we do here. In the meantime, I'm going to end the turn, so I will see you in a second. So in the break, Kalara gained a level, so we'll just stick her up another level. Reload time, missile strength, ammunition, and speed, or the Eye of Curdus, which is a passive ability, which gives constant affects allies in range, gives a +10% base missile damage. That's really good. I'm just going to take that, and then this replaces the Eye of Curdus and gives 15. I'm going to take this, because this is really, really good. Given the makeup of my army has... ranged. These are all, like, I have a lot of ranged units in this army. Perhaps unsurprisingly, given that it's, you know, given the nature of the army in question. But we're going to sail out here and take whatever treasure is in here. Your army will perform better in battle. Your army will perform better on the campaign. Let's take that. Ensorcelled blades, giving melee attack and melee defense, and we gain the Sword of Might. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We'll stick ourselves in fleet full speed, just so that we can sail out to there, just so that next turn we can crash in and hit them in a somewhat more potent pincer maneuver, as it were. It's not really a pincer. We don't have a ground force attacking. We should have, but we don't. See, this has dropped down to 12 now because our hostility has increased, so we're getting them at a high frequency. This one resets hostility, but Imperial supplies, you kind of want to... I feel like you want to sit here, because this is dispatched immediately and then back to hostile. And I don't know, I feel like sitting at severely is the way forward. I don't know if this decays at all is my problem. I think you have to lose stuff. Yeah, reset, Lord's Lost, or inactivity. If I stop doing anything, then yes. So we're going to pause again there and end the turn. Welcome back. So over the course of the turn, we've gained the Favoured of the Cult. You have the backing of the Cult of Sigmar. The warrior priests preach in the temples and on the battlefield of your divine right to the throne, and so flock to your banner. We have gained Leopold Weismund, who is a priest of Sigmar, a warrior priest of Sigmar. Stimulate growth in our own province. I'd kind of want something that will get rid of some of this vampire nonsense going on here, but we'll get him in here. He can deal with this. So at the moment we're still gaining vampire corruption. That will change once we take this. from the vampire counts. So we're going to come out of fleet stance
Agreed.
and attack
destroy.
again.
Ready yourself.
For some reason we cannot attack them. That's
Draw fresh
super unfortunate. I definitely thought we were going to be able to do that, but apparently we can't. That's going to be a problem because we're going to lose a lot of soldiers here, and that's going to weaken us. They may attack us in that time instead.
Make a ferocious
Um,
henchman.
They may attack, although with the tiny force they have. What's the garrison here? Do we know? Garrison details. Yeah, I can probably take this, honestly. I can probably take it even if they do. So,
One wrong move and we sink their elven
we don't need them. Oh, this is the Ashok the Bloody. I'm a little concerned by him and his boys of the Forbidden Coast. They concern me, because that's going to be a big old force that I don't really feel like dealing with. We'll upgrade the floating pyramid. No, the high sentinel, because that will allow us to upgrade this. No, it won't. It won't give us enough for that. But, hey ho. That will allow us to upgrade that though. So actually we are going to do the floating pyramid, which was our first province in this sector. And anyway. So, that is again the end of that turn. I will see you in a moment. Okay, so we've had the Hunters Guild. Such groups are formed so that knowledge and experience can be shared for the betterment of all. +2 recruit rank for all Imperial supply units, which are due soon-ish. The electors pledge aid. An elector count has contacted you anonymously to lend his support to the expedition. He has made arrangements for you to receive additional aid from home funded by his state. So we've just gained 5,000 extra gold, which is super useful. Let's give us a huge treasury to work with, which we will be able to create a second army if we should so need to. We'll stick another research, colonial fort, casualty replenishment rate. That's going to be really good, plus additional public order. Or construction for ports, receive an additional detachment of reinforcements with every Imperial supplies delivery. That's also really good. I should probably get on that at some point. Empire, Kislev Southern Realms. This would be pretty useful. Purge of the Foul. Melee defense with fighting lizardmen. That's going to be really useful as well. I feel like this might be the way forward, because we're going to end up Purge of the Fell. This could be useful, but it's a bit late at this point. I think this is going to be useful for us in the coming time, but not just as of yet. Let's go with local militia to give us recruit ranks for the people at home as well. And then here we go. Again, this is a bit closer. I can't really afford to encircle them because I'm going to lose a lot of dudes. It's a lot of handguns. 3 units of handguns. But that is the deck droppers, flying pistol cavalry. That does appear. Oh, depth guard with pole arms. I don't like those. I think we can. I think we're going to lose knights if we do. If we auto resolve, we're going to lose some of our knights.
Let's get this done.
Let's try it. Let's do the actual fight. I feel like it's going to end poorly for us, especially with their increased weapon strength. But we have got, training, scavenging. Yeah, none of the. We have got the ensorcelled blades, which gives additional melee defense and melee attack. I think it's going to be the... You don't have a ranged weapon. You do. Oh, you're a gunnery wight with a depth guard. The depth guard are going to be the problem, I think. We're going to need to deal with them. Everybody else, I'm relatively sure we can deal with. So let's go fight the Empire. Let's go fight this battle, and we will load up when the... We'll unpause when the fight loads. There's the words I was looking for. So here we are. We've got we're back to this battle, and I'm relatively confident that we can achieve something here. Stick the free companies in there. We'll stick the pistoliers in this wood over here. Look. Oh, you can't. Okay, we'll do it the other way around. Pistoliers can go over here. Free companies, on the other hand. Oh, that is too close. Okay, so you both have to kind of stick the pistoliers in this one over here then, like so, because you guys are faster, so you can go in there, and the free companies can go in here. Okay. Everybody else, come back here a second, because you're all in my way. So, spearmans, form ranks there. Archers, form ranks behind. Cavalry in here. And then Marcus in the middle. You on that flank. You are... Actually, you there. Marcus there. Because you give a passive buff to all dudes, all ranged units within 30 meters. Can I get everybody with this? Can I stick you there and hit everybody with the Eye of Kuridos? No. But if I stick you here, does that make the circle wide enough? No, so I have to pick a side. So I'm going to stick you there instead then. That gives you a bonus to everybody. So, we'll lock that in there. And I'm relatively certain that they're not going to come to me, because they are the defender. So I'm pretty certain they're not going to come to me. They might send things like the drowning, the bloated corpses after me. But I'm relatively certain that aside from that, they're going to wait for me to come to them. So, we're going to stick those on a 2, stick those on a 3, and those on a 4. And let's see how this goes. As I say, I'm relatively certain they're not going to come to me. Oh, no they are.
You may use the hills, valleys, and straight...
Shut up. So, who... Oh, free company, turn off skirmish mode, come back here. This is going to get messy really fast. I don't rate my chances here. This is going to get really messy really fast. So, I need my cavalry over there. You're going to need to kill those. Yep, that'll do. I need you to kill that. You guys are not on skirmish mode. Turn off skirmish mode. And kill those dogs. Oh, I was not paying enough attention. That really hurt. You two are going to end up getting merged together, I can see it. Oh, that hurts so much. Ugh. You guys really need to stop running around. Because it's so frustrating. Where's that other bloated corpse? It's over there. No. It's paused it. Oh, it's right there. In amongst all that free company that just got annihilated. 19 models left. You guys just got shattered. Well. So that really hurt. That really hurt.
Missile infantry.
Where are those depth guard? I'm actually not sure where those depth guard are.
Warhammer. War! Ready. Charge!
I do still have both units of Pistoliers. One of them broke and ran off, but they're still there. They are still there. So, where is their general? Where is their general?
Lady of the Glade.
The accused will die. Okay. General. Yes, General. No. Free company.
One of my free companies did break.
Fire! Fire! Understood. Shoot them for the twin-tailed comet.
Let's get this. Oh, no. Yeah, let's get those out of there. But let's get this cavalry back here into this, actually. Let's get them charging over there and get them into that. Because they are just firing ranks into me at the moment. And I'm not a fan.
Child of Kurnos. Eleanor.
I am not a fan of how much damage I'm taking. So, let's get you guys killing that.
Sigmar guides us.
Kill him. I'm relatively happy with how this has gone, except for except for the oh wow okay, that's not my cavalry. Whew, I got very concerned for a moment.
We obey.
Very concerned with how that went.
Combat. In Sigmar's name.
There, yeah, everything is collapsing at this point. Everything is collapsing. There's the depth guard with pole arms. Everybody's dead. Good. Right. That is... The enemy general's dead. Everything's dead. I don't think it was that close. I mean, they tell me it was close, but I didn't lose that many men. I didn't lose any units, although you came real close. A couple of you came real close. Like, you came real close. I came very close to losing a few units, but I didn't actually lose any. Kalara, you are a babe. You did incredibly. 55 kills, all on your Todd. The cavalry, again, just glorious. Glorious what's going on here with this cavalry. These were the greatest decision. These less so. Although 74 kills, they did really well. But these were the greatest decision I made when it came to my recruitment. 24 kills. That was so rough. That was so rough. Ugh. But yeah, they lost everything. But we only lost 300 men, which, let's be honest, is not the worst. It could certainly have been more significant. But it wasn't. It was a relatively. I mean, it says a close victory. I'm not entirely comfortable calling it close. It was a bit of a massacre, honestly, for them. But I mean, my huntsman got 96 kills. They did incredibly as well. Look at them just crushing things. Spearmen all did fantastically. See, these guys not having shields, I think, really cost them. I might just kick them rather than try and refresh them. I might just kick them and get another shielded unit. Crossbows also might be handy, although I've got a lot of range now. These are MVPs. I absolutely love the Free Company Militia. They are so good. So good. I don't think I microed that battle particularly well. I could definitely have done with being a little bit more cognizant of the enemy's movements. I have a tendency to become a little tunnel visioned, and I get a little distracted by what is going on right in front of me. and forget that the battle exists outside of what is directly in front of me. The Witch Hunter, he might have to be kicked out of the army. He's not pulling his weight particularly, although the accusation is really good in and of itself. He just doesn't deal the damage that I'm looking for from my heroes, to make up for the fact that apparently Marcus doesn't do a huge amount either. I really miss having a lord that can really like go toe to toe with the opponent and just like wade through units of infantry. I am sad that I don't have that at the moment. The Empire don't really have a whole lot of those. You don't get one character just wading through units. Franz is the closest they get, but even he, unless he's on Deathclaw, I guess. When he's on Deathclaw, he does have a tendency to trash the opponent. So again, close victory. Another 1,000 gold, don't mind if I do. Another rank, don't mind if I do. So we did actually lose this spearman unit in the end. It didn't make it through, but that's okay. We were talking about having to get rid of that anyway. These guys being rank 3 is handy. It's nice. 96 kills. And we've conquered this. Let's occupy that. Welcome extra payday.
Of the Empire.
And there you go. So he's suffering attrition. Yeah, we know. Go away. Faction destroyed. We've wiped out the Drowned. They're gone now. Let's do some leveling up for our various characters. Hold the line. Gives leadership and melee defense. It's alright. It's not dreadful. Sure and true. Reload skill. Armor piercing. Affects all allies in range. Base missile damage. I think that's really good. But locked and loaded is also really good. I think we take sure and true for the 1 point, and then we'll go from there. Picked up locked and loaded next time. We'll get the final gutter fighter rank, so that he's got a 60 melee attack, which is a much more presentable. And the Endless Hunters, reload time during forest battles. I don't entirely know how frequently that's going to be. I guess I'm in... Potentially. Bottomless Quivers, I think, is the way forward there, just to give her a little bit extra ammunition. She does 388 missile damage, so like a large portion of which is armor piercing. So like it'd be nice to have her have more ammo. Let's stick another shielded unit in there. Our infamy has increased again to high frequency. This is going to be a problem for us, I think. It's going to be a real pain going forward. But there we are. We now have that. Settlement upgrade is available down here in the Temple of Kara. That will allow us to upgrade that port, which will increase our acclaim. Those guys are still terrifying. You are who?
The council is disappointed.
There's some Skaven floating about. Sure. I think at this stage, with a treasury like we have, we can afford to recruit our huntsman general back, Oleg von Altdorf and his monster hunter,
Huntsman General.
and just stick a few units in here. Mostly to defend, honestly. Mostly I just want something to ensure that our homelands are a touch more secure. I'm going to let these rest and recuperate for a bit. Genuinely, actually might be faster if we merge them
Every last beast.
and merge them
Marcus Wolfhart.
Merge them.
Marcus Wolfhart.
And then just recruit another spearman and free company unit. Spearman, free companies. That will all take... That way it'll take 3 turns, or 1 turn, and we'll have them fully kitted out again. So, we're going to pause that there, and I'll see you in the next turn. And there we go. That's that turn done. Our Lord hasn't moved. That's because he's recouping. I can stick him... Yeah, it's not him they're talking about though, is it? It's down here. Oh, Ashok the Bloody is sailing about. Really not keen on this one. He can do one, really. Oh, who are you? The Vampire Coast Mutineers are coming with a substantial force.
Huntsman General.
Could do with that not being a thing. How far are you going to get? You might actually just come and attack me. I'd really rather that didn't happen. Unlocks recruitments. What's the garrison look like here? 2 crossbowmen, 2 spearmen with shields, 2 swordsmen. And you've got 3 more spearmen and 3 more crossbowmen. I think it might be... We might need to sail over there.
No time to waste.
Don't know if we're going to make it, but we need to get over there fast. Because Count Gyula is coming for us, basically. And I don't like the look of it. Mysterious Island. Okay, so that's mildly terrifying.
Let us forge our faith.
Let's get a hero action done here. And we can then upgrade this as well. Now we have 2 of these in the same province now, so I'm going to trash that one. I don't need 2 of them. Right, and let's see if he attacks me in this turn. I'm probably screwed if he does. So let's have a look. So they did indeed attack me. And it says the balance of power is mildly in their favour. I honestly don't see how that can be the case. The sheer number of soldiers they have versus mine. I'm honestly not going to spend the time to... I'm just going to auto-resolve it. We've done... I mean, they did huge amounts of damage in themselves, so it was inevitable. We killed a significant number of soldiers, given what happened, so I'm just gonna... They haven't taken it, which means that I can sail in and do so. However, the Talaxlan are scooching about here.
But be wary of what you say. I speak for the Empire.
He's decided to declare war on me. He's ranked 4, I'm ranked 21, so that's concerning. Suddenly it's getting a little iffy around here. Oh, and he's decided to attack me. Well, we'll crush him as well. Net ourselves some more gold. And defeat Ashog the Bloody. So that was nice. Oleg von Altdorf was killed in battle, unfortunately. And we've had our settlement besieged. Kalara has found a lead. Kalara has finally managed to pick up a trail. There has been a rash of slaughters that have seen entire regiments of men massacred deep in the jungle of late, and she is convinced her target is responsible. Kalara is eager for the expedition to investigate. Having fought alongside the expedition for an extended duration, she has also primed her skills for war and fashioned a new weapon for herself for use in the coming hunt. Weapon gained Dawn, masterfully crafted in every way. This precision bow puts similar weapons to shame. Plus 15 ammunition, plus 15 load time reduction, plus 15% range, enables flaming attacks. This is really good. Kaeldor have been completely wiped out, as have the boys of the Forbidden Coast, because they came and messed with
Only
me.
the dedicated.
Well, we're not having it. So, sod off.
You still live, Jacob.
This, unfortunately, might not see us get close enough to
Disembark.
be of use here, but we shall see. Now we'll take Locked and Loaded for the extra ammunition. And Clara has leveled up,
Traitors always get found out in the end.
and she can have the Bottomless Quiver. We've had the extra ammunition now, so let's take the Missile Strength, because 4% Missile Strength brings her to 404, with 87 being armor piercing, which is really good here.
And awaits us, hunters.
I don't know if this is going to be enough. I really don't. I think we're going to lose this, but then I will promptly take it back off them. So let's wait to repair those. A hero's not been moved. That's fine. The hero can chill there. We're not at war with you, are we? Oh, yes, we are. Whatever he said. We could try and peace treaty it. Talaxlan Soothsayer. For those wondering why I'm chuckling, Talaxlan Soothsayer is one of the big players of Warhammer Total War 2 online. He's one of the big competitive players, and they've put him into the game as the speaker for the Talaxla clan, which I think is kind of cool.
Keep an eye out for sea monsters.
I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so the hero's not been moved.
The Empire.
I don't think he needs to be, honestly. There you go. He can scooch to there. And what we're going to do there is, at this point, we're going to call that for today. We've run a minute or so over, but we're going to call that for today. And I will see you tomorrow. So as always, if you have enjoyed what you've seen, please drop a like, and if possible, you can subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. It's been lovely to have you, and I will see you all tomorrow.